For the first time since leaving the White House, former President Donald Trump was back in Washington today. He continues to push election fraud lies. Meanwhile, the committee investigating the January 6th insurrection is releasing more evidence about the former president's actions that day. NBC's Chris Pallone reports from Washington.
Former President Donald Trump back in Washington, speaking about law and order to a group of conservative activists.
Well, I want to thank everybody, and it's wonderful to see so many friends.
Earlier, his vice president, Mike Pence, addressed the rift between the two men stemming from the January 6th Capitol attack.
I don't know that the president and I differ on issues, but we may differ on focus. I truly do believe that elections are about the future.
It comes amidst new revelations that Mr. Pence's former chief of staff, Marc, testified before a federal grand jury last week. Perhaps a sign the Department of Justice's January 6th investigation is expanding. As the DOJ hones in on former President Trump's attempts to maintain power, Attorney General Merrick Garland insisted no one is above the law in an exclusive interview today with NBC's Lester Holt.
We intend to hold anyone who was criminally responsible for the events surrounding January 6th, for any attempt to interfere with the lawful transfer of power from one administration to another, accountable. That's what we do.
Both speeches not far from the Capitol, where Trump supporters violently tried to stop Congress from certifying Joe Biden's election victory last year. Monday, President Biden slammed his predecessor.
The police were heroes that day. Donald Trump lacked the courage to act. The brave women and men in blue all across this nation should never forget that.
The committee investigating January 6th has released new details about Mr. Trump's refusal to condemn the rioters the day after the attack, showing parts of his speech he crossed out, including the line, "I want to be very clear, you do not represent me." Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.